Okay, we have given 9 bits, and then we learned how to write first 3 and last 3. All right, that's where we stopped. Are you comfortable up to here? All right, let's move on to the next. Now, so far we were focusing on network and network bits. Initially, we focused on the departments and the number of networks needed. Later, we focused on number of bits given for network. Now we are going to focus on number of hosts per subnet. Number of hosts per subnet. Number of host address, host IP address needed per subnet. That's our next subnetting. So when we say host, it means devices. Devices that is going to consume the IP address. Per subnet, let's say this is the network in your organization that you should use. And number of hosts per subnet is 100. Let's do something simple, then we will get into 100. Host per subnet is 10, let's say. Host. Meaning I need 10 IP address from each subnet. Only 10 IP address. How can we do this? Okay. So far, as I said, we were doing network subnetting. But this time, we are doing subnetting, but based on host, not based on the number of networks. So when you talk about host, we should go from right to left. What do I mean by that? Let me clarify that. You see, so far we were trying to borrow some bits. We were trying to borrow some bits from here to towards the right, from left towards the right. For network, we were borrowing 2 bits or 3 bits or 4 bits, depends on the number of subnet. We were borrowing from left to right. But this time it is not network, it is host. They did not give us how many subnets they want. They said in each subnet, I need 10 IP address. That's what our requirement is. So if this is what given to us, how we will do subnetting? Now to get 10, how many bits you need? If I have this 3 bits on, I'll get only 7, correct? 4 plus 2 plus 1. Then that is not sufficient. If I take another 1, I'll get 15. Yes, this is what I'm going to keep for the host. See, you cannot get exactly 10, but something more is also okay. Little more is okay. Right? Now, from this bit onwards, we are giving for networking. See, the default mask is 255.0.0.0, but now the new subnet mask will be this 255 is already there, the default, and this another 8 bits, so another 255, another 8 bits, so another 255, and this 4 bit, which is 240. You understand now the new subnet mask? Okay. Hmm. So We keep the host bits for ourselves and give for network the balance bits. Now, you know the story. If you see here, this is as equal as borrowing 8 plus 8 plus 4, 16 plus 4, 20 bits for subnetting. When you borrow 20 bits for subnetting, this is how we will do 8 plus and then 4. What is the value here? It is 16. So our increment value in the fourth octet is 25, 26, 28 is the mask. This can also be written as what? 28. 28. And now the next network will be 10.0.0.16. You should not have a confusion where 16 comes. It is only from this bit we are going towards the left. So it's 16 here. And then 10.0.0.32. 10.0.0.48 goes like that, but don't need to write. You will have like thousands of subnets. Write first 4 and last 4. What will be the last 4? 10 dot, all the bits turned on, so 255 and 255 and 240. But we don't use this, isn't it? So if you go from down to top, you should decrement 16. You should decrement 16, so that's going to be 10.255.255.224. 10.255.255.208. Is that correct? Yes. 10.255.255.192. 10.255.255.1. What do we get? When I subtract 16 from 192, what do I have? 170. 172. All right, that's it. You got now first 4 and last 4. And now you need to write the remaining stuff like 10001 is the first IP, correct? Okay, I made a mistake. 176. 176. Okay, now you see this is the first IP. And tell me what will be the broadcast of this? See the next one, 1 less than, that is what? The broadcast of the previous one. Correct or not? Are you sure? Are you sure? 1 bit less than the next network is the broadcast of this one. Correct. Good. Now, the last IP will be 10.0.0.14. Now, if you see how many IPs you have, 1 to 14. How many you need? 10. So how many extra you have? 4. It's okay. You understand? Per subnet, what is the question? Per subnet, you should have 10 IP address. Do we have 10 IP address? Yes, we have 14. We have 4 extra. All right. And let's do the next one. 10.0.0.15. The broadcast will be, sorry, not 15, 17. 17. 16 is the network, 17 is the first IP. See, first IP is not always 1. In this case, the first IP is 17. Huh? 17. And what is the broadcast? 10.0.0.31. 10.0.0.30. And here 10.0.0.33. The broadcast is 10.0.47. 10.0.0.46. Right, just 3 is enough, and similarly write the last 3. 225 is the first IP. The broadcast will be .239, isn't it? Correct or not? Okay. The last IP will be, this is the first IP. The last IP will be .255.238. Correct? I'm not writing the first octet. First octet is same, 10.255. All right, you know how to fill this now. You got an idea, right? Please copy. .16.0.0 number of subnets per department. Sorry, number of host number of host per department is, let's say, 60. Do it. So from this bit onwards, you are giving for network, which will be 192. Correct? No? 128 plus 64. Yes or no? Hmm. The first subnet will be 172.00/26. This can also be written as what? 26, correct? Writing like this, we call it a CIDR notation. What does CIDR stands for? Classless inter-domain routing notation. All right, CIDR notation. Writing like this, we call it a CIDR notation. Now, this is the first network. The second will be 172.16.0.64/26. 172.16.0.128/26. 172.16. What a smart Priya. 0.192. 192.26. Okay, we wrote first 3, we can easily write with this, right? Now let's go to last 3. One 172.16.255.192 we don't use. So 172.16 exactly. Okay, enough. First 3, last 3 we can write. And you did this correctly. Super. Super. Now I'll give you another one. This will be a little bit challenging, but not much challenging. Let's see. This one, which I'm going to give you, was given in one of the university as an assignment, but not in India, in Europe. Let me see how you do. Okay, 10.0.0.0. Number of hosts per subnet is 2000. Very good. So you see, this one is 128, and this is going to be 256. This is going to be 512. This is going to be 1024. Now, the next one is 2048. Now, you see, if I add all these bits, very good. So these many bits we keep for host. And from here we are giving for network. What is the face value of this? It is 8. So we increment by 8 in the third octet. What will be the new subnet mask? Mm-hmm. Correct. Now the first network will be 10.0.0.0/21. You know how 21, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. So next network will be 10.0.0. No. The third octet we get 8.0/21, and then 10.0.16.0/21, 10.0.24.0/21. So first three we can write with this. Last three will be 10.255.248.0 we don't use. 10.255.240.0. 10. Am I doing right or I'm going wrong anywhere? Why no answer? Am I doing right? You already wrote no. Okay, we got first and last. First three and last three we can easily write with this. The first IP will be 10.0.0.1. What will be the broadcast? Tell me the broadcast. 10.0.7.254 is the last IP. Now, did you fill the previous one like this? 172.16.0.1. Broadcast is 0.63. Last IP is 0.62. So how many IP errors you get? How many IP errors you get totally? 62 IP errors. Okay. If you have finished this, we are going to next level. Shall we go next level? Okay. Complete. I'll wait. So we are not going to next level because of the question that you asked. So I'm going to give you more exercise. 192.168.0.0, and then the number of hosts per subnet is 28. do it. If you see here, the first IP will be .65. Okay, then this is going to be what, 96. So the broadcast will be .95. Last will be .94. So 94 minus 65 is what? 30, no? Okay. When you include 65, then it is becoming 30. So you need only 28 address. So 2 address extra, nothing wrong. Yeah? Nothing wrong. Now, I'm going to give you some homeworks. 10,000, 10 subnets needed. For all that homework I am giving, you need to write only first 3 and last 3, okay? And then new subnet mask. New subnet mask, first 3 and last 3. Next, 172.16.0.0, 15 bits given for network, for subnetting. And then 192.168.0.0, 12 hosts per subnet. That's all. These 3 are homework. And tomorrow will be not tomorrow, Monday. We're going to see something called variable length subnet mask. This is the final subnet mask topic, subnetting topic, VLSM. With this topic, we will finish the subnetting, right? You were really very fast in learning.